Amina, have you heard what's going on with Kanye West?
I have, but it's very similar to what was going on with Britney Spears several years ago.
Yeah.
So I think all of you need to stay tuned to find out how the law comes into play with all of that. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you like our video and subscribe to the Ladies-in-Law.
Yeah, you know that little heart and thumbs up at the bottom of your screen? Click it before you do anything else.
Right, because legal news like this is too hot to miss. And we're bringing it to you every Thursday at 3 p.m. I'm Rippy.
And I'm Shake.
And we're the Ladies-in-Law.
Where we're ripping and shaking up all the legal information you know, need to know, and want to know.
From the tabloids to the courthouse to your own home.
And on this episode, we're discussing, what's going on with Britney Spears and Kanye West. There's a whole movement on social media, #Free Britney Spears. And a lot of her fans, or the general public, really don't like her dad, Jamie Spears, who is her guardian and conservator, and they feel like he has too much control over her life, and she doesn't really get to live as an individual.
Right, they feel like he's holding her captive or something like that,
So, and I think there's something going on with Kanye, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, Kanye's been exhibiting a lot of strange behavior recently. I mean, he's out of the blue decided to run for president. He's also crying at rallies. He said that he wanted Kim to abort or I mean, like, this is really strange behavior, and this is what Britney Spears was doing before her dad ended up becoming her guardian and conservative. So maybe Kanye may end up in a similar situation. We'll have to see what happens.
It does seem to really parallel what was going on with Britney several years ago, and now it's continued, that conservator and guardianship. And what a lot of people don't realize is someone doesn't just become a guardian or a conservator over an individual, especially somebody that is so successful. There's a lot of legalities involved in it. With a guardian, more the day-to-day sort of thing, paying for medical treatments, housing, food. And there's two types of guardians, your full and partial. And judges really, really, really try to limit it to partial guardians, because then the individual that is receiving the guardianship can have some sort of autonomy still in their life, which a lot of the Free Britney campaign feels like she doesn't have it all.
Right, because her dad has a full guardianship where he can completely make all decisions for her.
Yeah, and not just guardianship, he also has conservatorship. And being a conservator is all about finances. So when you look at individuals like Britney and Kanye, my goodness, I mean, they've amassed such a fame and fortune that being the conservator being that makes it, a lot of money that's being controlled. So yeah, there's a lot of nuances.
Yeah, and there's a lot of legal procedures in place, like Amina was saying, before someone can officially be appointed a guardian or conservator like Jamie Spears is with Britney Spears. So first, the judge has to find that the person who is subject to the guardianship or conservatorship is mentally incompetent or physically developmentally disabled.
Wait, how do they figure that out?
So it's based on a doctor's findings. So the judge,
like a neutral party?
Yeah, a neutral doctor will, do a examination and create a report, and the doctor will make the determination, and the judge just pretty much goes along with what the doctor said.
Oh, wow.
Now, as far as making sure that the actual person, like Jamie Spears, who's going to be the guardian or conservative, is qualified, the person, like, for example, Britney in this case, would be entitled to her own lawyer to make a decision to say, is Jamie qualified to serve in his capacity as guardian, as conservator?
Wait, but it seems as though, like, Britney at that time and Kanye currently are not in a mental capacity necessarily to make a decision like, I need an attorney, I'm instead going to self-represent. Can they represent themselves?
So the court will appoint them an attorney.
They have to have an attorney.
So the court will appoint, and then the attorneys get paid from the court. But they have to have an attorney to just assess the situation, because it's a very big deal. Somebody controlling your day-to-day life, your finances, your housing, and all that medical treatment, making medical decisions for you. Like, this is a big deal. And as well, the person who's trying to be the guardian or conservator can have their own lawyer arguing that, look, I'm qualified. I have this relationship with this person. I'm able to handle these duties, and I'm gonna, do what I'm supposed to do to make sure that they're taken care of properly.
Oh, there's a lot of nuances.
So
with that.
There's a lot of nuances, and the guardians and conservators also have to submit reports to the courts, usually annually, to give the courts updates so that the court can have oversight and monitor how that person is doing. And
so it's not just a free-for-all.
So it's not just like, oh, once you get appointed, you're done. You can just do whatever. No, the court is going to have oversight. And if there's something wrong going on, then the court will remove the person.
Wow, okay, so that's good to know, because it is really fascinating to see individuals that are of such kind of a powerful position and authoritative position literally lose what we think are just our normal rights. And it doesn't just happen. There's obviously reasons and ways it occurs. So we'll have to pan out and see what's happening with Kanye through all of this.
Yeah, as far as Britney, obviously a doctor has still found her unable to handle those duties, which is why she's still under that full guardianship and conservatorship.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye out and see what happens. So thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe so you get all the hottest legal news every week from the Ladies in Law.
That's another episode of Ladies in Law, not your average lawyers. Rip it up, shake it up, rip it up, shake it up, rip it up.